Very good morning to class 8 student. Class 8 student, now we are in the fourth chapter. The name of the chapter, this one is the fourth chapter of computer. So the name of the chapter is Introduction to HTML. You have to come watch the video and complete these things. We already completed the chapter. So now you have to write the definitions of this HTML. What is HTML? It is the hypertext markup language which is used to develop web pages, right? This one is the definition of HTML. So class 8 student, these definitions are very important, which you need to write it down in your copies, as well as you have to memorize it, because maybe these definitions are going to come in your exam. So you have to memorize these definitions as well. Container tags. What are container tags? These tags contain starting and closing tag both. These tags contain starting and closing tag both, and the just opposite empty tag. These are non-container tags which consist of only a single tag. They have a opening tag only, don't have a closing tag. Student, you need to draw this diagram also, which is in your computer book page number 72. In page number 72, this diagram is there. You have to draw this diagram. This diagram describes you that HTML divides in three parts. The three main parts are tools, structure, and saving. Then we already divided tools into two parts: text editor and the web browser. Browsers, all of you know the browsers are what? Browsers are the search engines which are going to browse the things. Text editor like Notepad, WordPad, these are the text editor in which we are going to make a text. Structure is depend on the HTML, which is related to tags. Tags like head, body, these are the tags which are written in between the brackets. Then the last one is saving. You have to save as that particular file, because before save as, you have to save that file in a normal name. After that you have to save as .html, right? So student, you need to write three definitions: HTML, container tag, and empty tag. Then after, you have to make this diagram HTML. Then after, you have to do this fill in the blanks. The fill in the blanks are like this. A dash is a collection of web pages organized in a systematic manner. Which is a collection of web pages? Website. All of you know that. I believe all of you heard that so many times, that website is a collection of web pages. And the second one, the HTML tag is enclosed in an angular bracket. All of you know that the smaller than and greater than sign is called angular brackets whenever they are written both in same time, right? They are called angular bracket. And the third one, the concept of www was designed by this World Wide Web. This concept is designed by which? Tim Berners-Lee. This one is the name of scientist who designed the concept of websites. The fourth one, choosing tags are preceded by the closing tag. Whenever we are going to close a tag, what we need to do is we have to write the / in between the brackets, angular brackets symbol. Then the fifth one, an HTML file is saved with an, all of you know that, because I already told you so many times that after writing the exercise, you need to have to save that particular file with name, whatever name you want. You have to write that name. After that, you have to give them extension of .html or .html, any one of the extension, right? So what had happened, your file automatically convert into a web file after saving it to in this extension. Now moving forward, to do the true and false, of the same exercise. The true false are like this. State whether true or false. The statements are, there are so many statements. Near about 5 statements are there. Head tag come inside the body tag. No, head not comes inside the body tag. It's come outside the body tag. HTML tag are not case sensitive. Case sensitive means either you have to write it down in a small letters or big letter, it doesn't matter. So it's not a case sensitive. Empty tag contain both starting and closing tag. False, because empty tag have only a starting tag, don't have a closing tag. And the fourth one, HTML tag support audio and video. False, it can't support audio or video. And the last one, HTML tag is a non-container tag. False, it's a container tag. Now you have to do the MCQs as well of this chapters. So students, I believe all of you understand the MCQs. No need to explain the MCQs because we already learned the same things in the chapter as well. If you're having any doubt regarding any MCQ, you are free to call me anytime so that I explain you each and everything, right? So now moving forward to the MCQs, multiple choice questions. The first one, the HTML file is saved with the extension, with this extension. Which extension? All of you know that, .html. The closing tag of body tag is, all of you know, the / and then the angular bracket, body is there. So the fourth one option. The third MCQ, HTML tags are used to develop. HTML tags are used to develop which web pages? Why we are using the HTML tags? To develop the web pages. And the fourth one, for saving the HTML file, we select this option under the file option, which whenever we are going to save a HTML file, what we need to do is, first of all, we have to save that file, then save as, to give them extension of .html, right? So the save as is the correct answer. Then the last one, in these type of tag, closing tags are not required. In which tag closing tag is not required? All of you know that the in empty tag closing tag is not required. So the answer is empty. Then these are the question and answers. 5 question and answers which we are going to do in this video. So you need to write it down in your copies. I am sending you the answers of these questions which you need to write it down in your copies. The name of the chapter, chapter number 4, Introduction to HTML. The first question, how are website and web pages related to each other? How are website and web pages related to each other? The website consists of many pages known as web pages. All of you know that. A website is a collection of web pages. We already learned that one. Organized in a systematic manner. These web pages are developed using a markup language, which is used for the presentation of text, right? So this one is the answer of first question. Then the second one, how can we view an HTML document? How can we view an HTML document? So the process of viewing a HTML document is, when file is saved as an HTML, it automatically store itself in the web page format. A file is recognized by the icon. Icon is showing like a internet icon of the browser installed in the system. So what had happened, when file is saved as an HTML, it automatically store itself in the web pages format. The file is recognized by the icon of the browser installed in the system. जो भी सिस्टम में ब्राउज़र इंस्टॉल्ड होगा उसका आइकन आएगा, मोजिला फायरफॉक्स या गूगल क्रोम, जिसका भी. वी कैन ओपन HTML डॉक्यूमेंट बाय यूजिंग अ वेब ब्राउज़र. हम वेब ब्राउज़र की हेल्प से HTML डॉक्यूमेंट को ओपन कर सकते हैं, सच एज इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर, जैसे कि इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर, लाइक मोजिला फायरफॉक्स, गूगल क्रोम एक्सेट्रा. So this one is the answer of second question. Now moving forward to the third question. How are container tags different from empty tag? Container tag कैसे different होते हैं empty tag से? So there is no big difference between the container tag and the empty tag. Only one small difference is there. I believe some of you know the answer of this one. In a container tag we have a closing tag. In empty tag we don't have a closing tag. That's it. Closing tag look like angular brackets are there and you have to mark a forward slash for that. So the answer is when file is container tag contain starting and closing tag. Container tag contains starting and closing tag both, but in empty tag are non-container tag which consist of only a single tag. So this one is the answer of third question. The fourth question, define a web browser. Define a web browser. So the answer is, all of you know the meaning of web browser. Who all are the web browsers? Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome. They are the web browsers through which we are going to search the things. So the answer is, define a web browser. A web browser is used to display and view the HTML documents. Example, Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Firefox, Chrome. Then now the last answer, mention the tools required to create a web pages. Whenever we are going to create a web pages, we want so many tools. So what all are the necessary tools which we need required whenever we are making the web page? So a text editor is required to create a web page through which we can type a program used for editing plain text files, text editor, and provide with operator systems. Microsoft Windows system come with the text editor notepad like this. So this one is the answer of question number 5. So students, we have done the fill-ups. These are the fill in the blanks which you need to note it down in your copies. Then after we have done the true and false, all of you, I believe you have done. So read out all the question, all the fill-ups and true false. MCQs we have done. Then the question and answers, we have done the whole question and answers. So the next part of the question and answers, we will do it in next class. So before that, you need to note it down these all things in your classwork copies. Alright, student, if you find out any type of problem, you can call me anytime so that I give you the clarification regarding the question and answer. But please don't call me at the time of school time, because at school time I can't be able to pick up your phones. So call me after 4 p.m. Okay. So student, if you find out any type of difficulty, please, you are most welcome to ask n number of questions so that I clear your queries, whatever the types of problems you are facing at the time of online classes. Once again, I am going to repeat the question and answer. The first question, how are website and web pages related to each other? The simple answer is there. A website consists of many pages known as web pages. A website is a collection of web pages organized in a systematic manner. These web pages are developed using a markup language which is used for the presentation of text. Then the second one, how can we view an HTML document? When file is saved as an HTML, it automatically stores itself in the web page format. The file is recognized by the icon of the browser installed in the system. We can open HTML document by using a web browser such as Internet Explorer like Mozilla, Firefox, Google, Chrome, etc. Then the third question, how are container tag different from empty tag? All of you know about the container tag and the empty tag. I believe all of you know about that. Container tags having a closing tag and empty tag don't have a closing tag. So the answer is like this. Container tag contains starting and closing tag both, but an empty tag are non-containing tag, which consist of only a single tag. Then the fourth question, define a web browser. What is web browser means? All of you know the web browser, what does it means? Because all of you are using, nowadays you are using the web browsers. Some of you are using the Google, some of you are using the Chrome. So these are the web browser through which we are going to search the things. So define a web browser. A web browser is used to display and view the HTML document. Example, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Chrome. This one is the small answer, which you can memorize it. Question number 5. Mention the tools required to create a web pages. A text editor is required to create a web page. It's very necessary, through which we can type a program used for editing plain text files. Text editor are provided with operating systems like Microsoft Windows system comes with the text editor notepad. So these are the question and answer, 5 question and answers, and the MCQs, true false, and the fill-ups, which you need to note it down in your class for copies. The name of the chapter is 4th chapter, Introduction to HTML. You have, first of all, you have to write down the name of the chapter and the number of the chapter, 4, Introduction to HTML. Then after you have to write the whole exercise, and then after send it to me. This one is for those students who are not going to come to school, right? Who all are absent in schools. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Thank you, students. Take care of yourself. Student, please do your work in a proper time so that it's not going to happen. You not face any type of problem. Thank you. Have a nice day.